Hello, New Saints. Welcome to Bishop Dwenger High School. This is your training on Canvas, whether you're familiar with it or not. Hopefully, by walking yourself through this training, you're going to alleviate some of the anxiety that you may have as you start your career here at Bishop Dwenger. My name's Mrs. Paul Hamus. I'm one of the assistant principals here. And I tend to be the person that helps teachers with Canvas. Students with Canvas, come see me anytime, even sometimes administrators, but I would like you to know that most of your teachers are very fluent in Canvas and they can give you a hand as well. What's going to be nice about this video is that you are going to be able to rewind it. If you didn't get something the first time, you can keep rewinding and rewatching what I demonstrate or what I talk about. So the first thing that I would like you to do before we go any further is find the paper that was given to you on verification day. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see it very well. It has on it a lot of information that you're going to need and want to bring with you to school those first few days. But it has on it your Canvas password. So I'd like you to locate that, and then we will get ready to get you logged on. So push pause right now and go locate this paper. Thank you. All right, so now we need to get you logged on, and on your desktop, you can see my desktop. I have a lot of things on it, but over here, right here, is the Canvas link, direct link, and I think you should have one of those as well. So if you would want to click on that. All right, it's going to take you to a page that is going to, let me move me, look like this. Another way that you can get to that is go out to bishopdwenger.com, and there is always a Canvas link right here in the center that you and your family can always access from anywhere. So you can also click on that, and it's going to take you to the same page that I showed you from the link on your desktop. So now we're going to put in your login. I know it says email right here, but the way that this was set up, it is not your Bishop Dwenger email. Instead, it is your first name with a dot and then your last name. So that's what you're going to put in right here. Like you can see for me, it's my name and not at bishopdwenger.com. It's just first name dot last name. And then on the paper that I asked you to go find, this one that you got at verification day, I want you to put in your password. And then we're going to log you on. Okay. You might want to pause and go ahead and let that happen. All right, so hopefully you have logged on. And what you are seeing there is called your dashboard. So this is your dashboard. And each of these squares is a course that you are enrolled in. So what I have here is there is an all-student course that looks like this. And it is called, this is where we're going to have information that we want to get out to all of our students. There's also a freshman course, class of 2024. If we have information we only need to get out to our freshmen, it will be put there. And then you can see other courses that are there. I actually asked one of the freshman teachers to publish her course so that we can go into it and look at it together. Now, what if you don't see anything yet? What you're going to do over here on the left, this is what is called your global navigation. So I would like you to click on courses, and scroll down to all courses. Now, some of you may be seeing some courses from grade school. If you have not, what you're going to do is anything that has a star next to it is what shows up on the dashboard. So let's say that I want this course that is called Technology Club to show up on my dashboard. I'm going to click that star, and now when I go back out to my dashboard, let's click on it. Now don't get overwhelmed. I have a lot of courses, but what you see here is now the Technology Club right here has a square, okay? If you go up here to these three dots, there are different ways that you can set your dashboard up. You can have it as a list, and what that will do is there's nothing really to show here, but once teachers start publishing homework, it will just be in Word form, a whole list right here. You could also do a recent activity, and that is going to show you anything that has changed kind of in chronological order. Most students really like the card view, so it's up to you. Now, if you feel like you can't find your courses right now, don't panic. It is probably because your teachers have not published their courses yet. Now, I am in charge of the all-student course and your freshman course, so I have published that. If you are a student that has Mrs. Long, she has published that, so it might be visible. Okay. You can, if you would like, change the colors on these. Some of the teachers will put pictures in here, some will not. If you would like to change the colors, all you do is click on these three, and it will kind of change the appearance of the words, or if the teacher has not put a color in here, or a photo or a graphic in here, it will change the entire graphics color. Okay. So let me show you a few other things that are important here. Like I said, this is your global navigation right here. Over here is a to-do list. This is one of the most important things. It's going to line up for you things that are going to be due soon. So it's a great way to keep track of what assignments. All teachers are supposed to publish their assignments in Canvas. So even if it's on, let's say, a hard copy, a piece of paper, and you submit it that way, they are still supposed to put it in Canvas so that it will show up for you on your to-do list. Okay, so that's a great tool. If you've completed something, you can actually X out of it. Okay. You can see I have a lot of things that I need to grade, and that's my own personal to-do list. There's also, if you scroll down, a coming up. That is going to tell you things that are going to be due the week after this week. And that's a great thing for projects and deadlines for that. Recent feedback. If a teacher has given you some information on an assignment, let's say they have returned something, they've graded it, and they have told you how to improve on that, especially like in English classes, that's going to appear right there. You're going to want to open that up and see what they suggested to improve upon your grade, or tell you some things that maybe you got right, got wrong, and how to change that, and once so that when you take the test, you won't make the same mistake. All right, now what we're going to do is set up your account. It's very important that your Bishop Dwenger email be put in it, so I'm going to show you that on the screen. So over here, you can see I have my account set up because my picture's in there. I want you to click on that. And there's some important things that we need to do. The first thing, Let's go down to settings. Click on settings. Over on the right, where it says ways to contact, I want you to put in your Bishop Dwenger email address. That was also found on the page that you received on verification day. You can see that I have mine there. Now you can also add another address, which would be a Gmail, a Yahoo, any other address like that. You're more than welcome, but you absolutely have to have your Bishop Dwenger address in there. It could keep us from contacting you later. You may also put in your phone as well. And what that does is it will send you notifications to your phone from Canvas if a teacher changes a due date, anything along those lines. Okay. I would suggest that you do not alter your name on here or the time zone. It's just going to cause problems. One of the problems is if you change your name is that Canvas and PowerSchool are not going to talk to one another, and your grades from Canvas have to be pushed over to PowerSchool. So if you do that, it's going to cause some issues. I do want to call your attention to this square right here that says pair with observer. Once your parents set up their parent account, you are going to have to click on that, and it will give a code that they are going to need to use to connect their account with your account. Now I'd like you to go back to notifications. Now if you put in your email address and your cell phone number, you can see that they should be listed here. Okay? And what we want to do right now is set up how you're going to receive your notifications. Okay? There are certain things that are really important for you to receive immediately. You can see that up at the top here, there is a key. If you want to be notified right away, you click the check mark. If you want to be notified only daily, the clock, the calendar for a weekly summary, or do not send me anything. So the first thing I would suggest is that for due dates, you click immediately. If a teacher would change a due date, then you would get that notification right away. Our grading policy shouldn't change at all, so I wouldn't worry about receiving that information at all. You could actually click the X if you'd like. Okay. Course content. If a teacher puts something in the course for the first time and publishes it, I would want to know right away. Maybe it is something that will help you with a homework assignment. I would click the check mark for that. Files are considered content, so that's not going to matter too much. This one, announcements, those are very, very important. A lot of times, especially in all students, if we need to get information out to all the students, we're going to put it in an announcement, and we want you to get that notification right away. I would click this check mark right here. If you want to receive it on your cell phone, you could click this check mark right here. I don't want to. So, grading. If you want to know that something's been graded, which I would want to know right away, I would click this check mark right here. If you receive an invitation, now the reason you would receive an invitation is if a teacher has created a course for a club, maybe a club that you said that you would like to join, the teacher will put your email address in there and invite you to join that. You'll want to know that. That's also why we put your email address in, because if you don't have your Dwenger email address in, you will not receive this information. So I would click that right away. Maybe you are in a sport where the coach has a Canvas course. Again, you're going to need to be invited into that, and this is how that will happen. Um, anything else? Discussions. These are, your teachers are going to explain those to you. If you use those, you're probably going to want to know if there's been any changes in the discussions. It's a type of assignment, so I would click that for right away. Conversations is basically the email that is within Canvas. I would click that to know if you got a message right away, okay? Or if you were added to something there. Scheduling, we don't really use at this point right now. So that is pretty much the only changes I would make. You can choose whether or not to push it to all of your devices. Let's go over to Files. If you click on that, this is just a place where you can save all of the files that you're going to be using. If you write an essay, you could save it here. I always suggest that you make a file folder for every class and put your information in here. This is a lot like saving things on Google Drive. It's just a cloud that will store things for you. You can also, of course, save it on your computer, but this is a place that you could access that from anywhere, even if you did not have your computer, if you were using a desktop at home, or God forbid your computer breaks and you use one of our loaners. You can still get to this because this is a cloud, and Canvas, you would just access Canvas through our website. So I wanted you to know that this is here. You can create folders using this button here. You can upload things you've already created into it. It's a really great tool. All right, now we're going to look directly at your courses and look at some of the features that are available in those. So we're going to go back out to your dashboard. And as I said, eventually you will have your 7 periods of classes on here once the teachers publish them all. And you should also have the all students and the BD freshmen as well. We're going to go into the course that Mrs. Long invited me to, and a lot of you may have her. So now this is called the home page. Okay. On this home page, this is where you're going to find a lot of the information for her course. Okay. So right here is her syllabus, and you'll be able to click on that once she has that activated and know what all the rules are for her course. If you click on these, Mrs. Long has made these hyperlinks that are going to take you out to what we call a module. There's another way to get to the modules, and that's over here on the left, right here. Modules are the same things as a file folder. So Mrs. Long has published her file folder on Mesopotamia and Egypt. And you can see that she has organized this. She has her daily schedule right here. And when we hover over it and click on it, it will take you out to what her plans are for that week. Okay. She has an assignment here. It's called Mesopotamia Vocabulary. We click on that. Okay. We can't get into it right now because it's not going to be available until school gets started, but you'll be able to access it here, and she can walk you through the first few times that you have to submit an assignment. She has a quiz here. you can click on the quiz. It will take you to that. This one actually requires lockdown browser. So you're actually going to go back out to, let's see if I can do this, get out to my, so here on your screen, you should be able to find lockdown browser. You're going to click on that, and then you will be able to get to her quiz. Let's go back to modules. Okay. So you can see everything. She has study guides here, okay, that she's going to have available for you. The test is already here, but again, because she has it time set around it, it's going to be on August 28th. It's worth 100 points. You cannot access that yet. But that's basically what a module is. Okay? All of your work is going to be found there. Grades. Most teachers will not have grades published in Canvas, and the reason is that grades are most accurate when you go out to PowerSchool. So you only want to look at PowerSchool grades because a teacher may put in a grade directly into PowerSchool that was not put into Canvas. PowerSchool is where your report cards are made, so those are the most important. Okay? So we're going to go back out to our dashboard. I'd like to show you in the All Student page. If you click on this, you see recent announcements right here. And this is where, once we start sending information out to all of our students, this is where you will see the last 3 most recent announcements. And especially when the clubs get started and maybe there's a tryout for a given sport, those announcements will be put here. And remember, when we set up your notifications, you would receive a notification that there was a new announcement made, and you could go out to it. It would be located here. You have an announcement area for every single class that you have. Okay? All right, the calendar. Let's look at the calendar. This is probably one of the most useful tools in Canvas. Let me show you how to get there. The calendar is located out here underneath in the global navigation. Click on that. Okay. What you see over here are all of the courses that I'm a part of, and you will see over here all of the courses that you're a part of. And when you click on those, they will appear in the calendar. Let me give you an example. Let me find Mrs. Long's course. See if I can find it. So when you click on these different courses that you are part of, it coordinates with the color that you chose on your home page. So we try to keep the calendar updated in terms of days off or delay days. We'll be putting that in, but what's great about this is that every one of these courses that you are a part of will be color coordinated and will be listed with the assignment on the day that it is due. And you will click on that assignment and it will take you right out to it. The calendar is amazing. So on a heavy homework night, you may have 5, 6, maybe even 7 different colors in here based on which courses published assignments. Now you can also add your own calendar. So let's say mom tells you that you have an orthodontist appointment on a given day. You can add your own. And the way that you do that is you click on the day that it is, okay? And this will come up and you type in orthodontist. Here, okay. Right time, let's say that it's at 1:30. That's going to be your reminder. And you have to make sure that you choose your name if it is something you don't want anyone else to see. Probably that will probably be the only option for you since you're not a teacher. But then you submit that and there's your appointment. So that's a reminder as well. So everything teachers put in for your course will appear here. Everything that you put in from your personal calendar can appear here. And again, you can change the color. Let's say I want purple. Now you can see purple is my color. And I know that's a personal appointment there. Calendar is just like the to-do list. Okay, let's go back out to your dashboard. Let's go back out to your dashboard and let's go into your freshman class. Okay. I wanted to show you that every class also has a course summary down at the bottom, and it will show you anything that has changed recently within the class. Let's go to the modules. And you can see that there is an assignment out there, okay? You can click on that, and it's going to take you to the assignment. And actually, I'm going to go out and get into the view that you have. So just bear with me for a minute. Okay, so you go to your modules, and here is an assignment. Okay. Now, you actually don't have to do this, but you can use it to practice if you would like. Here it is. It asks what your favorite after-school activity is, what club you think you'd like to join, and you can see that there's a link there that takes you to the list of our clubs. So the way that you start your assignment is you hit submit, which seems backwards, I know, but you hit submit, and then you can type in here, or if you create it in Word, you can then upload that document here. Okay. So that's how simple that an assignment is. So I'm just going to say that, whoops, I'm going to say my favorite after school activity is being part of Project Linus. Okay, so that's my answer. I submit assignment. And you want to wait until you see this assignment successfully submitted. If someone slams their computer shut, which a lot of times you're like, yes, I got my assignment done, I'm finished. If you shut your computer before you receive this submitted, a lot of times it won't go through, okay? Now, some assignments you can resubmit, some you cannot. It depends on how the teacher has that set up, okay? So you can go ahead and give that a try. Now we're going to go out and look at the inbox. The inbox is basically just the email that we use in Canvas. So we were here. We're going to go out to, you can see the inbox right here. It's on that global navigation. We're going to click on that, and you will see, I have a lot of emails here, but this is how you will compose a new message right here. Okay? You will select the course that you want to send the email through. Let's say that I want to send one to, I know Mrs. Wolf is part of, okay. Mrs. Wolf is part of all students, so I type her name in. I type in, could we meet, or whatever my topic is, and then I use email etiquette. Dear Mrs. Wolf, this is not texting your friends, this is emailing. I would like to have a meeting after school tomorrow. Do you have time to meet? Thank you. And then you sign your name. And you hit send, okay? You can also add attachments. So if you ever have something that you need to talk to your teacher about, this is where you would get a hold of them, okay? And they should respond within a day back to you, okay? And you will see all of your emails here. All right, we're going to go back out to our dashboard. There's a couple of things I want to talk to you about. Okay, I wanted to let you know that there is an app that you can download onto your phone for Canvas. So you'll go to your app store, whether you have an Android or an Apple device. You'll type in Canvas, and then there's actually 3 apps. One is Teacher, one is Student, and one is Parent. So your parent may want to download theirs. You download the Student, and it will prompt you how to connect that to your account. Digital citizenship. This is a big thing at Bishop Dwenger. I know you've probably talked about this in grade school, but we still, because we are a one-to-one school, which means that every student has their own computer, we need to know that you respect the internet and know how to work inside the internet and use it for good and not bad. So in order to do that, we have created an assignment for you to do on digital citizenship. You're going to go back out to your dashboard. Now, if you're a freshman, you'll go into your class. If you're a transfer student, we have a separate course for you that you will be invited to. It's right here. It's called Digital Citizenship Transfer Student. But it's basically the same assignment. You're going to go in here. You're going to go into your modules. Okay, so here's that assignment that we just worked on together. Now, right beneath that is the digital citizenship module, and there's directions here. You can click on those. Okay, but basically, what it has for you is this. These are links to videos that you can watch. This is also the Dwenger technology usage policy. Some more information about plagiarism. Okay, when you're on the internet, sometimes it can be tempting to do that, but we do use a tool called Turnitin, which can find if you have plagiarized from something on the internet, from another student, etc. And that will then result into a disciplinary issue. So we want to make sure that you understand what plagiarism is. But once you have gone through all of these and studied it, you're going to go out to the quiz. Okay, let me apologize. I'm going to go into student view so you can see what this looks like. Okay. All right, so here is that module with all of that information. You're going to click on it. There's a video here to watch. Okay. You're going to click on Take the Quiz. And you are going to just work your way through these questions based on what you read earlier in the module. Okay. Once you get through it, you're going to submit it. Okay. I'm going to submit it even though I didn't answer anything. Okay. Now, if you'll notice, this one has unlimited attempts. You can take it again. You need to get at least 20 out of 25 points for this to be considered complete. You have until August 31st to take it. If you have not earned a passing score, which again is an 80% or 20 out of 25 by August 31st, you are going to have your internet turned off while you're on campus. You'll be blocked from using the campus internet, and that will result in you not being able to do assignments for teachers, etc. So you're going to want to make sure that you do that. It's open now. You can start working on that at any time. We give you unlimited attempts because we think that each time you take it, you're probably learning some things. You can go back into that those modules at any time and re-watch some of these links. Okay. Like I said, these videos, you can go back over our usage policy, and as soon as you've earned that 80%, you're good to go. You will notice, if we scroll up, go out to our calendar. Okay. That digital citizenship quiz is on there. Now it's crossed off because I submitted mine. Same with that assignment here. But you'll see that it was on there. You could have clicked on that and it would have taken you right out to the quiz as well. All right, so that's the basics of Canvas. I do want to show your parents, if they do not have an Observer account, they are going to need to get one. And where it says parent of a Canvas user on the login page, you're going to click on that. Parents are going to put in their name, their email, their password they want to use, and then the pairing code that I pointed out to you in your student settings, okay? And this takes you out to directions on how to find that if you don't remember, okay? So in the end, it sounds like a lot, but it's not. The more that you use it, the better off you're going to be. I know you're going to do fine with Canvas. And like I said, there's lots of people in the building that can help you out. It's not that difficult. Maybe a lot of your peers are familiar with it as well. You can ask your friends, your new friends that you've made, maybe from some other schools. And like I said, come to my office at any time. I'm happy to help you. If you do need your password changed, because that password that was found on that paper that you got is kind of a difficult one to remember. If you would like it to be changed, I have to do that for you. Or Mrs. Sturm could probably do it as well, or Miss Johns. Just come into our office. We can easily change it for you, and then it'll be something a lot easier for you to remember. So I wish you good luck. I can't wait to see you on that first day of school. It's going to be a great year. It could be a very unusual year, but we're all in this together, and we'll all work together, because what's most important is that you stay close to God, and by furthering your education, you'll come to appreciate His world even more.